and thank you for your time. And also to share with you, we're really not here to waste your time. I mean, we really do feel that this will be the best webinar you'll see all year. And we're excited to share with you. So jumping right into it, a little bit about me. My name is Michael Huxtable. I've been in this game since 2001, right out of college. I went to Auburn University and got out and started traveling the nation. I was in a different city every day and a different state every week, besides the weekend. I was only home for 36 hours a week, a true road warrior. And what I was doing was going from city to city, sharing the importance of technology and coaching with realtors. So back then it was like the Mike Ferry, Craig Proctor, all that good stuff, which they're still around. And we're firm believers in coaching. I think Alex has a handful himself, as do I, in our personal lives and business. And then I had met Alex at a friend's wedding. We sat at the same table halfway through this journey, and he was telling me his story. And then he created Real Grader, and it's been a blessing because we're a company that really cares. We're not here just to take your money or anything like that. We'll be with you for life, and we'll talk about that through the presentation. But I want to let Alex tell you about himself.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. So yeah, I've been in the real estate business for 21 years. My mom is a retired realtor. She actually dragged me into the real estate industry back in 1999. She was doing residential real estate. She came from Romania, and when communist times happened, she got everything taken away. She showed up in New York at JFK Airport with nothing. Got into working into a factory, saved up enough money to buy a property and rent it out, and then got into rentals, then got into residential real estate. And then I came home from college. She was a single mom supporting me and my brother. And I came home from college and she's like, Alex, I'm struggling now because everything went internet and my real estate business is hurting. And I stayed home that summer and helped her out, and I got my real estate license, and she closed an $80,000 deal from a marketing lead that we did. And I saw that paid the mortgage for a couple of years. I saw like how quickly you could make money. Of course, that's not always the case, I know, in real estate. But what I decided at that point was to start helping her and her friends with technology, then started helping her broker with technology, and then started doing websites out of my mom's garage back in 2001. Since then, we've been doing everything technology, just helping realtors implement it. And if there's one thing I've learned and why we've built Real Grader is to basically show you what to do, save you time and frustration. And then if you're interested, we just do it for you. So we just help you get everything set up, make sure all your platforms look beautiful, like you look like a rock star online, and that you have the tools like digital business cards and digital marketing that's actually working for you. And that's what we've been doing, building relationships with realtors. And Remax found us and they said, hey, you're the only company that's doing this for all the platforms. So we want you to meet as many of our brokers and agents. And that's how it all started.
Awesome. It's super inspiring. So let's jump into it. So we really got our claim to fame during the pandemic. In the past 3 years, we've tripled our business, but during the pandemic, we helped hundreds of realtors who couldn't even get out of their home become successful. We're going to talk about today. And so because of that, we got a lot of press. We were in the Real Deal. We are at Inman, Realtor.com. It's exciting times. Oops. So as you probably already know, we're a Remax approved supplier. You can also find us in your marketplace. The agenda for today, let me get this out of the way. The agenda for today. So we're talking about who we are. Alex just gave you a brief synopsis. We're going to go over digital marketing. What that means is we'll go over all 8 platforms. We'll touch on Google Local. Some of you haven't heard of that yet. It's crucial. Talk about Facebook business, Instagram business, LinkedIn, YouTube, homes.com, realtor.com, and Zillow. We're going to put one of you in the hot seat. It's actually not a bad thing. It's actually a gift. And we're going to let you guys raise your hand and volunteer yourselves and see who wants to do that. And what that means is we're going to go live and we're going to Google you. And we'll go through all 8 platforms and share with you ways that you can improve. And then we'll share the opportunity of joining with us at the end. So how you participate in the chat is what we feel is how you represent yourself how you play in your business. So there's a little chat button. Please feel free throughout the entire time. I mean, it's such a small group, like unmute yourselves and just ask questions, interrupt us. It's what today's about. Please don't be shy. If for some reason you don't want to interrupt, put it in the chat, please, because the more you participate, the more you're going to get out of this.
Yeah, and just to give you some background, like what I'm going to be doing in the background, if I'll ask if anybody's not okay with this first, but I'm going to be Googling you all and checking out your online presence so that I can give you live recommendations on what you could improve. You know, I was just on before and I gave a recommendation for a team that has 84 reviews on Zillow to copy those reviews and put them on realtor.com. But, you know, I just want to check in with everybody. Is anybody not okay with me pointing out if I see, let's say, a broken link or something that you could fix, or a recommendation on what you could improve with your digital presence? Is anybody not okay with that? We're all good with that?
Yeah, I don't see any no's. So we're all fair game, and good for you guys for being vulnerable, because it's only a good thing. You'll learn a lot. So today, in our free training, I'm going to reveal the 3 secrets. The first one is how to build your brand online with the 8 platforms that I just discussed. The second secret is our digital business card, which is unbelievable. It's all about helping you get reviews, which we all know is a big struggle for you. A lot of you just forget, and we'll go over that. And the third is how you're going to save time and avoid all the costly mistakes that most realtors are doing these days. Shockingly, as I'm going through this, keep in mind 80% of realtors are not digitally optimized. 80%. So you already have an advantage if you do this as well. Now, here's another thing I want to get clear on. Everything we're going through today, you can do yourself. It's free. It costs absolutely nothing. And of course, at the end, if you don't want to do it yourself, we'll share with you our opportunity and we can do it for you. So what we do, we measure, manage, and maximize your digital presence. So measure, what's that mean? It's literally almost the same thing as Credit Karma. So what Alex did and his team, they created a software program that scans the internet of 181 data points through these 8 platforms, and it extracts the information that's missing or broken or not consistent. And then poof, we'll send you a grade that looks just like this. So actually, I'm going to jump right to this because, hey now, because I want to show you what we did for Vicky. So Vicky, well, we love you because you're the first to register and you were the first to ask for your free grade, and you got a 42 out of 100. Now, don't be alarmed. You're actually ahead of the curve because nationally, the average realtor is a 30 out of 100. And I'll send this information to you. Our recommendations, it found you don't have a homes.com or an Instagram or a YouTube. And for all of you, when you want your free grade, you can either put it in the chat, send me my free grade, or text me, send me my free grade, and we can do that for you as well. But so Vicky, when you get this, you scroll down here, there are all these links. So they found you on Google, they found you on Zillow, Realtor, Facebook, etc. So when you click this, up pops the first page of Google. And this is what anyone sees when they Google you. And the first thing that's missing is over here, which I'll talk about in a second. But I just wanted to share with you guys live what it actually looks like and what you would get. Okay. So get this thing out of here. So after we measure you, then we manage it. Okay. We'll go through, we'll completely optimize all those 8 platforms, consistently brand you and make sure everything's working. And then the third step is to maximize. And I'll go over that in a second, where that's the whole shebang. So measure, here it is. There's a gentleman named Bubba Hunt. He scored a 69, and we'll send you all these analytics. All you have to do is click on those buttons and it'll bring you to that platform. So obviously he's suffering in YouTube. He's probably, you know, his LinkedIn isn't probably even complete, but a 69 out of 100 is a pretty darn good score nationwide. But our goal is to get you to 100, and we will. We'll manage it. So after we digitally optimize all 8 platforms, we're going to hook it up to your digital business card, which looks just like this. They are completely customizable. It's actually an app on your phone, and it's your face. And when you hit that app, this will pop up on your phone, and you can share it with a telephone call, a text, an email, or a QR code. It has all your social media stacks down there, and it's amazing. They click this little button, add to contacts, all that information goes right into their phone. And then what's even cooler, in the menu here, there's a review button, says review me. Up will pop all of the platforms where you exist, and that person who you send that business card to will click that review me button. They'll type a review and it instantly syncs to that platform. It's genius. I always commend Alex for that one. That's a huge one. And then at the third step is we maximize you. We're going to get you into your Google local ads. Actually, this is good. Let's see what's going on in the chat. So Alex in the chat just put the link to get your free grade. So if you want to do that, just click that link. Now, by a show of hands, and in the chat, please verbally, have any of you heard of Google Local? Okay, so let me show you. So here we go. I'm Joe Schmo looking for a house or to list my home, and I want to find the best realtor in Lake of the Ozarks. Boom. Alex, is it not even in their area yet?
Could be.
That's huge.
Yeah, can we have another town that's in your area?
Osage Beach.
What was that?
Osage Beach.
Can you spell it for me?
OSAGE space beach. Yep, there you go.
Boom, there we go. So it's not in Lake of Ozarks yet, which is huge for you guys, but here it is for the beach area. Now, Google made $181 billion last year, and they're spending 20 million of it specifically for real estate. And the first thing that they did with this is so brand new, it's not even your area, which is huge for you guys. They spent 20 million, like I said, on real estate. And so what this is, it's just about the realtor. It's not about the brokerage. It's not about how, it's not about, the big players can't play here. It's Zillow can't go here. It's just about the realtor. It's people looking for realtors. So now there's this new tab up here. So these people signed up for Google Local. So make sure you note of that and look into it yourselves. But yes, there are, so let's go right this route. So there's Matt, there's Ramsey, and there's Columbia Real Estate. Out of these three, who do you think Joe Schmo is going to choose first?
Matt.
Of course, he's got 267 reviews. You know how he probably did that? Because they're free and they're non-transactional. So rookies out there, just because you're new and you have this thing in your head that, oh gosh, I don't have any reviews, people are going to think I'm not busy. You can have anyone review you in there. So Kaylin, I would challenge you to make a competition out of it, actually, to have your office Google, give each other 5-star reviews on Google and see, and whoever does it the most, I don't know, give them something, I don't know, but that's free. There's obviously more real estate agents. I'm going to scroll through here, Kaylin, and you guys tell me if you see anyone that, wow, there's only.
Let me interrupt for a second. So we do this in a lot of towns and I've never seen only 4.
Never. This is
So,
huge.
I mean, if you do Austin, Texas, for example, you'll see like 150 realtors on here.
You know what the worst part is none of these agents except Ramsey even work in our area.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say today.
Like,
So
you gotta be kidding me.
That's the best part about if you guys step to the plate on that, is that
Yep.
Google rewards those that are having proximity to the location of the search. So if your location is physically near where people are searching, you will show up higher than realtors that are just kind of throwing it up and seeing where they show, seeing how they can show up. So there's other realtors basically advertising in your space. They don't even work in your space, but they're just there because nobody else is there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, and look, I gotta do this again. I don't believe it. And yeah, the Google Local isn't even there.
You just have to go back to an original Google search. Like just go to google.com and start over. But yeah, I mean, it's going across the country. It only launched in December. And we've already put over 200 realtors up on this and they're doing well with it.
Wow, it's not there yet. You guys, this is huge. So let's tell them what it takes to get on Google Local. There's a setup fee. Kaylin, this is huge for you to bring to your broker. Brokers, when they sign up for our program, it's called a triple play. And the first thing, one of the things they do is they sign up for Google Local. So it's a 900 setup fee. It's a $150 a month management fee, and we manage everything for them on the month. Google is going to do a background check on whoever signs up for this because they need to make sure you're a good human being. You need to have what is Alex? At least 5 reviews on there minimum.
You need to have Google reviews. You need to have a Google business page. They verify that. They do a background check, and you got to have $250,000 worth of errors and omissions insurance. And basically, the long-term concept here is Google wants to recommend the best agents in the industry, and they're creating a directory of that. And they reward agents who actually pick up the phone, respond, and they penalize agents who do not. So eventually, if you don't pick up the phone and you don't respond to your leads, you're just not going to get an opportunity to play on Google Local. And we've already seen it, and it's pretty crazy, but it makes sense. Like, they just want to recommend the best realtors in the business because Google wants to give the best search results possible. The nice thing is you only pay per phone call. You don't pay per click anymore. You don't pay per impression. It's just, you really just pay for results. Best model in the business that I've seen, way better than the Zillow model. And they literally launched it when Zillow became a brokerage.
Got it. Okay. So just heads up, just to make sure you see the chat, Alex. And maximizing. So we'll get you guys on Google Local. We'll support that. And then if you want, we have a package called Done For You, where we literally manage everything for you. We do all the posting. And that's, Max, this is the big shebang. But we're going to focus not on this today. We're going to focus on the basics of getting your platforms optimized. So maximize obviously is the whole thing. Digitally optimizing, getting the business card, getting on Google Local. And so Kaylin, again, this right here, this is what most brokers are doing. It's that we've found since we've done 12 presentations, Alex, so far for Remax.
Remax, now we're up to 22 now. 22.
And we have, I think, 85 scheduled. So this is also good news for you guys because you're still, in the top third percentage. We still have all these other agents to get a hold of. And on that note, I want to make very clear, what we're sharing with you today is what your competitors are doing, what other Remax agents or offices are doing, and what your brand is pushing you to do. So you need to think to yourself through this presentation, like, do I want to stay in business? Is this what I really want to do? Because what we're sharing with you is what you have to do, So let's dive into it. How to build a strong digital presence without wasting hours of time. So our goal, Alex and mine, is for you to take the steps to upgrade your digital presence, which will double your business this year, minimum. And again, it works for anyone, whether you're a rookie or been in it for 30 years, it doesn't matter. Even if your niche is mortgages, we can help you there in that world as well. This is shocking. I mean, it totally resonates with you guys, but 48% of all real estate professionals stated their challenge is keeping up with technology. You don't have the time, it's too complex, you're getting frustrated. So you have to think to yourself, like, what is it going to take to manage all this? I mean, you have to do all these platforms yourself, okay? It can be frustrating. We get it. So in the chat and verbally in my text, however you want to communicate, please tell us, how do you think your digital presence is? I want how is your online reputation? How do you think you're showing up? I mean, do you think you are a novice? Do you think you're doing okay? Or you think you're an expert? So please, in the chat,
Can you put novice?
write what you think. Danae, I hope you're seeing the chat. Alex says your team looks solid on Zillow.
Yes, I did respond to it. Hopefully you guys can see my answer there.
Oh, good. Mediocre. We appreciate you.
Yeah, okay.
Ron, welcome. What's up, man? Vicky, thank you. We appreciate you being a novice. That's cool. Claire said novice. Cool. All right. So good. You're in the right room. So I also want you to guys in the panel, thank you, Paige. What's in the way? I mean, in this chat verbally, tell me so we can help you. What is stopping you from doing this stuff? Couple words, bang it out. Ready, go. Over here. Organizing. Thanks, Danae. Not enough time. I appreciate you. Kaylin, not knowing how to do it. Right on. Amount of time, Vicky, I feel you. It takes, on that note, Vicky, if you were to do this yourself, and you can, and it's free, we found nationwide, it takes what, Alex, between 40 and 50 hours of consistent work?
I mean, to get all your profiles set up, each profile takes like, a good 2 to 4 hours. There's 8 of them. So, you're talking like 32 hours of work usually.
Okay, yeah, 32, right on. So it's not doable, you guys, just throwing it out there. So it seems like time is the biggest thing. We got a couple knowledge. So here's something cool. We graded 20,000 agents. It's got to be more than that now. I think we just did 4 to the today. But the commonly most mistakes we're finding by you guys is, Eugene, I feel you at the time, I get it. Inconsistent social media and lack of branding. We're going to hammer that today. You have broken links and outdated information on your platforms. Inappropriate or negative content. Alex has a funny story. We Googled this one realtor and the first thing that popped up is he was shirtless. It's like, what? A lot of you.
With a bow tie, by the way.
In a bow tie. Yes. It's like, oh God. A lot of you have missing profiles or duplicate profiles. So if some of you are coming from other brokerages, you may have a couple different realtor.coms, etc. And most of, this is huge. Your dad is not.
Bob Coffey, I think, was on the call before. I don't know if he's back, but he's got 2 LinkedIns. I just found that. But yeah. And
Bob, FYI, you have 2 LinkedIns, buddy. And your data is not synchronized, meaning, we're finding, we'll go to Zillow and it says, you've been a realtor for 20 years and you're a top producer. But when we look at these things, it says either you have no transactions or, the price range is off, your listings aren't updated. So these are the biggest things we're finding. So rookies, don't fall into this. So how can you manage all this? So here's the deal. The biggest thing is the consequences of doing nothing, which you can just watch TV today for an hour, look at me and Alex and just go home. You're going to miss opportunities. You're currently missing opportunities. You don't have any digital credibility. There's no presence online and you're losing business left and right. You guys, Lake of the Ozarks, this area, I can only imagine it's a lot of second homes and people looking to put their money there. And, especially what's going on with this crazy world and politics and this and that, people are looking to get out and move ASAP. I'm making a huge move. I'll share with you guys a personal story. Nothing to do with politics or the world, but I'm just like, look, ready for new change. I'm literally currently selling everything I own and moving to Nicaragua October 1st. Luckily, I have this job where I can work anywhere, but I'm out. And there are thousands of people like me doing the same thing. So it's crucial that you guys at least get these 8 platforms solid. So you look like a professional. In the chat, throw this out there. Do you guys know if you have a Google business page? This is huge. We need you focusing reviews on Google. It's no longer Zillow. It's all about Google now. You think to yourselves, do you have these 8 platforms that we're going to go through today? And are you on Google Local? We all know that answer because no one is yet. So, and that's, you have no idea. Alex, share a couple success stories if you could, because you know this, of the agents and brokers that we have got on Google Local and we're managing their accounts. You have that info, I don't.
Yeah, there's realtors we put on Google Local, like in Bayside, Queens, New York, or like in Stamford, Connecticut, or in like, random luxury towns. And they put themselves up there. There were very few realtors at the time. They started getting phone calls. They closed listings. They went under contract. They sold properties. And they even wrote us Google reviews saying how they transacted off of that. So, that's what's available when nobody's playing in the space. Being an early adopter is key.
It's huge. It's exciting, to be honest, for you guys.
It's rare. It's rare too. It's in real estate business, you want to stand out, right? And it's rare. How many I'll just give you a Remax example. Gary Ashton, if you're not following that guy, you should follow him. He's at Remax. He's one of the top in the world. He has 880 Google reviews. Wow. He's doing Google Local. He's all over this stuff for, I've been following him since December. So, that's what you want to look at is like, what are the top producers at Remax in the country doing? They're looking at this kind of stuff.
Right on. So if I want to list or buy with you, where do you guys think I'm going to go?
Google.
Yep, Google. So you guys, you need a solid foundation. The solid foundation to grow, remember, are these 3. And this is the order of importance: Google Business, Realtor, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Zillow, and Homes. Okay, so let's dive into this. Now, I'm gonna get rid of this really quick.
We don't see anything on your end, Michael. It's just on your screen, probably.
Okay, cool. So you guys, this is what you should look like when we Google you, okay? On the right, this is your Google business page. It is free. You can do it yourself. In the Google search tab, type Google My Business and take it from there. But it should have your name, who you are within the company, whether it's a president or an associate, and the brokerage that you work with. You should have at least 5-star reviews, all your calls to action links, your appointments, Instacart, that's this to the right. When you get on board with us, we can obviously put that there and it links you right to here. Obviously, this is Peter's digital business card. A cool thing about this card as well, you guys, it's an active website. So when someone pulls this up on their laptop, it's a fully functional website. It's crazy. Obviously, your reviews down here. And another thing that you can do is now we found is a little trick for your Google business, you guys, is you can add your properties to that page. And a little trick from us to you is don't put your listings. That takes time to manage. Put your sold properties. Joe Schmo doesn't know. He just sees a bunch of houses like, wow, this person's busy. So write that one down. And when we Google you, on the first page, you should see your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Instagram, your YouTube, videos from your YouTube channel. This is legit exactly how all of you should be looking online when we Google you. It's all about digital credibility, you guys. That's where the business is. Showing properties on there, letting them know that you're busy. Your bios and posts we're actually going to go through today as well. We'll share with you a great way to create a bio. And your reviews. And remember, your reviews on Google are free. Here's another example of a star. Olga, she's been with us from day one. We did her Google business page. Everything shows up. Zillow, Facebook, LinkedIn, Trulia, Yelp. I mean, she's all there. She's one of our stars. So in the chat, everyone, I need everyone to put what you think your grade is. 0 out of 100. Ready to go.
So
Remember,
0 would be like I'm invisible online. 100 would be like Google me. I rock on all 8 platforms. And then if you feel like, you have some of them done, you'd be somewhere in between.
Danae, 68, nice. Eugene, 90, bold, my friend. Kaylin, 25, awesome. Vicky, 42. Vicky, you already know that answer. Ron, 50, okay. So you'll see like it's like an average without Eugene's rocking stars, right around 30 or 40, okay? And that's consistent, so don't feel bad. So let's tackle those 3 secrets. Number 1, how to build a solid online presence on all 8 essential platforms. It's these 8. Make sure you write them down. So it's time for the hot seat. Please raise your hand and let us know if you would like us to Google you live right now. Don't be shy. This is good stuff. Ron says, sure. Anyone else? Claire? Danae? Ron, Claire, Danae, okay. Don't be shy. Anyone else? Danae, raise your hand. I appreciate you. Alex, who do you think?
Oh, you got a lot of people participating.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Ron went first. So, I mean, you could do Ron or Vicky,
Okay.
Either one, whichever one you want.
Vicky, are you in? Okay, here we go.
About Vicky was she was the first one to register.
Right. Okay, Vic,
Vicky,
let's do it.
Vicky move. Vicky, did you move or you always in Lake of Ozarks?
You there, Vicky?
Yeah, okay. I thought there was some past stuff there.
Vicky, what's your last name?
Lloyd, Lloyd.
Okay. When we type in Vicky Lloyd Realtor, here's what comes up. To all of you, what's missing? The first thing that comes to mind.
Google page.
Google Business, yes. So that takes up this whole right area. So Vicky, you're missing your Google Business. Let's see what you look like on realtor.com. Okay, I love the headshot. Is it an up-to-date headshot, Vicky? with either way, I love it. This should be, you should use this consistently on all the platforms. Okay. Now here's something, this cover photo for all of you out there, and Claire, I guarantee you, if you can take a second and Google yourself and look in Realtor, this is what yours looks like as well. That it's their default photo. I have no idea why they put this cloudy image here, but Vicky, we need to get you branded here with a nice cover photo. Okay. And that cover photo you choose for this background, you'll use on all your platforms. Next thing here, you don't have any reviews or recommendations. This is huge. Another thing that you guys know for Realtor, recommendations, they don't have to be transactional as well. So you rookies, get on here, get yourself some recommendations, family, friends, whoever. Person you meet at the grocery store, it doesn't matter.
And you can copy those, you can copy them over from Zillow. So whatever you have on Zillow or Facebook or Google, anywhere, even if they're handwritten or they were texted to you, you can literally copy and paste them into Realtor.com recommendations using the Realtor.com dashboard. That's free. Realtor.com gives you that for free.
Right on. Okay, let's talk about bios, you guys. This is key too. I like that it's 3 paragraphs, Vicky, but we want to do some tweaks. So this is what we found that works nationwide. The first paragraph, you guys, should be about you. So maybe combine all these things. The second paragraph should be people talking about you, recommendations or reviews. And the third paragraph should be your areas served. Why? It helps with search engine optimization. The more you put in there, areas worked, the more people, when they're searching you, poof, they're gonna go to, they'll find you. I like the credentials are here. Now, Vicky, is your experience correct? 9 years, 7 months? Type it in the chat if you can't unmute yourself. Since 2012. Okay, that's about right. Right on. You guys keep your eyes on the chat too, because Alex is communicating as well. Now, this is great. Area served. I like to see this, Vicky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. The new max is 20, you guys. So think about what we just saw on Google Local. Like the people that were up in the area don't even work that area. It's all the search engine optimization they're putting in different areas served, so they're popping up in multiple places. But it's great that you have 13. I love it. And obviously we got to get your reviews in here and recommendations. It's key. You know, right now it's kind of an average profile, but at least it's there. So good for you.
And I just put in the chat for the rest of you. If any of you want, like what Michael's doing right now with Vicky, we offer it for free after this call to actually do it with you. So if you want us to contact you to do a live audit like this with you, just put Google me and your phone number in the chat and we'll know to reach out to you. We don't stalk you. We just send you a text message. If you want to schedule, you let us know when, and then we can set that up for you.
Awesome. Thanks, Alex. So let's look at Vicky's Facebook. Different headshot. Is this you?
That's not her.
That's not her. Okay. So let's go back.
Yeah, and this is why you want to get good optimization done, because I already found 2 realtors in this office that had names of other realtors. So, we want to make sure that you're actually popping up with your profiles, and the more you optimize, the more likely you are to show up.
So everyone notice we're seeing inconsistent branding. So again, Vicky, choose an awesome cover photo that you want put on these platforms. This is another default photo. So we can, either you can do it or we can do it. Get that photo here. I noticed here a different headshot. So we need that consistent. It's all about consistent branding, you guys.
Yeah, just imagine like they're going on Google, they Google you, they see your headshot with your Google business, they see great reviews, they click on any of your profiles, they see great branding, they see your phone number. It's all about marketing at the end of the day. It's why some people put their faces on billboards. We got to get your face on everything that has to do with you. And here's something my sales coach always taught me. If somebody's Googling you, they are already 70% in to using you. They're actually just looking for confirmation or reasons not to use you. So the less digital presence you have, the more you're creating a red flag for them versus actually confirming they made the right choice and they chose the right realtor. Make sense?
Right. Totally. So I'm not finding a homes.com for you, Vicky. Do you know if you have one?
No. Yeah, everybody gets a free
Okay.
one.
Right, so you actually do have one, but it's just not optimized and it's not even there. It's there, but it's not optimized. So this other Vicky Lloyd is just kicking your tail. She seems to be everywhere. But where are you? Let's try this one.
Yeah, that one's
There
her.
you are. Awesome. 9 years, cool, that's up to date. Again, we're gonna work on this bio with you. I love that you have the 5 reviews. Remember, Vicky, you can cut and paste these reviews and put them into Realtor. That should be one of the first things you do. This is great. Now, this is our past sales, 127. Vicky, you can put all of this onto your Google business page. I mean, it's gonna make you look like a rock star. You are a rock star, 127 properties. Vicky, do you have any active listings right now? A couple, okay. So thank you for that. Here is a example of it's not synchronized properly, because if it was, we can get these listings on here. And the reviews, 5 stars, that's great. Obviously, we can bump that up. So that's cool. Vicky, do you have a YouTube? Vicky Lloyd made in Manchester? I don't think so. Vicky, you there? I don't see one. So you guys get the point, right? And thank you for being vulnerable, Vicky. Obviously, you have a little work to do, but again, don't worry, we can help. So
Yeah, I mean, Vicky, what's Vicky? I just want to check in. Vicky, what's your biggest takeaway when you see what the kind of presence that we're finding for you? I mean, some of the things are set up, which is good. I think they just need to be optimized a little more. What do you see? That I'm not doing very well. You're doing well. Don't take it too badly. A lot of realtors don't have their profile set up. And it's kind of like the last thing on your list. It's like you're doing the business of real estate. You're not really having the time to focus on that. This is what we do all day, so we see it every day. But how about it for everybody else? Like Eugene, Ron, Danae, what are you seeing as the biggest takeaway based on what we did here with Vicky? Danae says, I'd love to know how you handle teams for these profiles. Yeah, absolutely. We work with a lot of teams. Danae, with teams, it's about optimizing for your individual names and for your team name. It's really about hitting both. Because, for example, Danae, in your case, I Googled Danae Cooper, but I don't find much mention of your team.
Tips.
And I don't know you that's your team until you told me. So then when I started Googling your team, I started finding stuff. But it's like, how do we get that all to synchronize so that whether I search for your name or I search for your team name, I still get your team?
Yeah. One of the first things I noticed, and of course I just Googled myself, is that when I Googled my name in real estate, the Krantz team came up, which I used to be on the Krantz team, and I love them, but I really don't want to send them business.
And what's crazy is you are.
I know.
So Eugene, Mr. 90, I appreciate you saying Google you, because what's the first thing you see here, my friend? There's no Google business page here. Whether you have one or not, it's not optimized properly. Another thing, 1, 2, 3 realtor.coms. I guess just because there's 3 different, well, those just aren't you.
Yeah, Gene. So Gene has the Google business page. I did find it. But the thing is, everybody has to be really careful with their naming. So Eugene and Gene makes a world of difference for the customer, right? So it's like you have to try to find consistency, or either do like Eugene parentheses Gene for the search engine optimization factor and make sure that both get found. Does that make sense, Eugene?
I want to see this. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. See Eugene's Instagram. Hey, there he is. Cool. So, this is key. We're going to help you grow your followers, Eugene. Here's a trick you can do yourself. Follow a local restaurant or somewhere where you always love going. And even better if they know your name, and see who's following them, and then follow all those people. Introduce yourself as a realtor. You'd be shocked how many people will follow you back. I love your posts here. They're very, they're very professional. Looks like you're going from a little bit of personal into a little bit of business, which we always like to see. Where's this follow? Of course, you have 61 followers. So we're definitely going to help you grow that, my friend. I just wanted to pop in and show that real quick. So let's get back to this, nuts and bolts. So what we have here is what we do, the digital optimization. It's our proven process for building your brand on all of the 8 essential sites. First step.
Let me just check in real quick. I mean, and Claire's asking on the chat, any tips for bilingual agents? Absolutely. We work with a lot of bilingual. Are you talking about Spanish or a different language?
Yes, Spanish.
Yeah, I mean, we work in Miami. So, I mean, you know, Miami is bilingual as it gets. So what we do for realtors that are bilingual is you want to translate your bio wherever you can do translation. We do translation and we're set up for that as well. But, you know, for everybody on this call, what I want to ask is, I mean, if there was a solution like Mike's going to talk about where we could actually get this all optimized for you and get it off your plate, and all you had to do was get on a call with us to give us the information, the basic information that we need. Is that something that you all might be interested in? Are you looking for help in this area? Let me know in the chat.
How about you, Kaylin?
Says yes. Vicky, I would be interested. Kaylin, yes. Eugene, definitely.
Vicky, Kaylin, Eugene, Paige.
Yes.
Awesome. So what Mike's about to go over is really what we've done for over 4,500 realtors. It's a proven process at this point. We know the data points, we know how to do it, we know how to leverage your time, and he'll walk through what are the 8 sites that we can optimize.
Beautiful. So first step, as you guys all know, we're going to tackle your Google business. And as Alex had mentioned, it's all about how you word things here. And of course, we've done it many times. We know exactly what to do. Second, we're going to link it to your digital business card. We're going to get that active. That'll actually be the first thing you get. What's the turnaround time now, Alex, for when they sign up, when they get their digital card?
I mean, if you want your digital card right away, it's something we can set up within a week. If you want to set it up yourself, we have a dashboard for that. You can set it up same day.
Okay, so our guarantee is you have it for at least a week, within a week, excuse me. Then we're going to get your Facebook all set up. We're going to make sure your branded cover image is there that we mentioned. Make sure all your settings are correct so you can actually start getting leads through Facebook. Then here's a trick. Once you get your Facebook business up, then you create your Instagram, because you'll link it to the Facebook, which will turn your Instagram into an Instagram business. Why? Facebook bought Instagram. So that's a little trick you have to know about. Of course, we'll help you start getting your sphere, following them, like I mentioned with Gene. Then we're going to tackle LinkedIn. You guys, this is something we're finding nationwide. LinkedIn now is a big platform for generating business. So we'll get that all set up so you can connect with your sphere. YouTube, this is huge. You guys, Google bought YouTube as well. So as you all know, videos are the big thing now. It doesn't have to be videos of you, but look at where you're working. There's so much beautiful content available to make a video. And the more you put on YouTube and the more people view them there, the more they'll pop up on that first page of Google, like it did for our first example. When they're all complete, you're going to get this badge that you'll be able to put on all of your marketing. Everyone knows who we are. We're Real Grader certified social media influencer. That's you, because you now have a complete digital presence. This is huge for new home buyers and people who appreciate the internet. Homes.com, of course, that's number 6. Of course, we'll set you up with your profile, bio, headshot, social media listings and reviews. Realtor.com as well, same thing. Branded cover photo, headshot, make sure your bio's there. All your information's correct. Help you get your reviews and recommendations. Zillow, everyone's arch enemy, but it's a necessary evil. So we're ensuring everything there is optimized and everything's synchronized. All your sales history is correct. And the issue is information alone never helped anyone. You literally have 2 choices. Do nothing. Be happy with what you've got. God bless you. Or make the investment in your future and solidify your digital presence. How to build that online rep, that was the second secret. Grow things quickly. It's all done through your digital business card. It's unbelievable. Like I said earlier, this is the little review button. They can review at any platform and it automatically syncs. That's the little button down here, so that you don't have to download it. It integrates with all your social media. You can instantly add to the person's contacts. You share your contact info easily. Remember the QR code, email, text, or your phone. You getting customer reviews. This thing is gold for that, and that's where you guys all forget, and it's okay.
Yeah,
and then
I just want to interrupt for a second. Just imagine that people Google you, they see your photo, they see your contact info, they press a button, they download your digital card, and then they hit add to contacts and your information saves in their phone. That's way better than what the yellow pages used to do, right? But then furthermore, you meet somebody at the supermarket or at the bagel store or somewhere and they say, or an open house, and they say, can I get your digital card? You just pull out your QR code, they scan it, and the digital card goes on their phone. They press a button, all your information saves in their phone. But it's more than that. It tells your whole story. It has links to your RE/MAX website with your listings, with your sold properties, your reviews. It has home valuation tools on it. I mean, everything is like just right there on your phone. You will never need a business card again. And we were literally at the RE/MAX broker conference, and brokers are throwing away their business cards in our garbage can, getting their digital card, and they never look back. So, I mean, that's the future. BBC just released an article 3 days ago saying how COVID killed off business cards. The business card business is going down. It's all moving towards digital cards, and you can be one of the first. We already have 13,000 agents on this platform. It's pretty crazy. But I just want to pause for a second. I mean, for those of you that are interested in hearing, what does it cost to do all this and all of that, we actually have to take, we got to bring them, Michael, into another Zoom, because there's actually another RE/MAX office that's coming on at 12. I just got wind of that from the team. So I'm going to put a link in the chat. All you have to do is join us at meetingwithalex.com. And we actually have to move you over to another Zoom. All it is just clicking on a link and you'll rejoin us. But it's me. I'm going to put it in the chat because the other Zoom would cancel out our Zoom. Apparently, we have several meetings scheduled today. So let me just put that in there. So I'm going to put it to all panelists and attendees. It's meetingwithalex.com. You can just go in your browser or click on the link here, and the password is RG.
So that's, you guys, I don't know if you caught that, but we're switching Zooms. We're all going to now switch to meetingwithalex.com, and the password is RG. Alex, you got all the info from the chat? I did not.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right, shall we do it?
Yeah, I'll go over there and you stay with people until
Okay.
they get over, and I'll be ready for them.
Okay, so we have till 12. I guess it'll kick us off automatically, you guys. And when we get kicked off, just switch to meetingwithalex.com. And the password is RG. Can you guys hear this?
Mm-hmm.